You stayed quiet too long, and that's when you lost yourself. Have you ever stayed quiet about something for so long that one day you woke up and didn't even recognize yourself anymore? Not because one huge thing happened, but because you kept swallowing little things that hurt you. You kept telling yourself, it's not worth arguing about. Let me just keep the peace. Maybe I am overreacting. And slowly you become emotionally tired without even realizing it. That's how many women lose themselves quietly. You kept choosing peace over your feelings. You know what happens sometimes. You love someone so much that you start becoming too understanding. You excuse things that actually hurt you. You stay quiet during moments where you should honestly speak up. Maybe they say something disrespectful and you laugh it off. Maybe they dismiss your feelings and instead of expressing yourself, you tell yourself, let me not make this bigger. Or maybe you noticed you were always the one adjusting, always the one trying to fix the mood, always the one making sure everybody else feels comfortable. And after a while, you stop asking yourself one thing or one important question. But what about me? Because you become so focused on keeping everything together that you slowly stop taking care of yourself emotionally. Then damage happens quietly. The scary thing about staying quiet too long is that people get used to it. They get used to tolerating things. They get used to carrying emotional weight silently. They get used to always being the understanding one. And the more you silence yourself, the more emotionally disconnected you become from yourself too. You start overthinking more, feeling anxious more, crying privately more. You become emotionally exhausted, but because you are functioning normally on the outside, nobody really notices how tired you are inside. And honestly, one of the loneliest feelings is when you feel emotionally unheard by people you deeply care about. You start shrinking yourself without realizing it. Sometimes losing yourself doesn't look dramatic. Sometimes it looks very normal. It looks like saying, I am okay, when you are not. It looks like lowering your emotional needs just to nobody calls you difficult. It looks like staying emotionally available for people who barely pour back into your cup. And little by little, you stop being your full self. You stop speaking freely. You stop expressing disappointments. You stop expecting effort because deep down, you become afraid of asking for too much, but wanting respect, emotional care, reassurance, communication is not asking for too much. These are normal emotional needs. The moment you realize you are lost yourself, or the moment you realize you lost yourself, and one day you notice something feels different about you. You are tired all the time emotionally. Things that used to make you happy don't hit the same anymore. You feel disconnected from yourself, maybe even from life a little. And you realize you spend so much time trying not to lose other people that you lost yourself instead. That's very powerful. That realization hurts deeply because nobody wakes up planning to abandon themselves emotionally. It happens slowly through over-tolerating, over-giving, over-sacrificing, and staying silent about pain for too long. Your healing starts when you finally listen to yourself. Healing starts when you finally become honest with yourself. Oh yes, honest about what has been hurting you. Honest about what you have been tolerating. Honest about emotionally drained you really are. And you stop feeling guilty for having emotional needs. You stop apologizing for wanting consistency and care. You start understanding that protecting your peace is not selfish. Speaking up is not being difficult. Setting boundaries is not disrespect. And the right people will never require you to disappear emotionally just to keep themselves comfortable. So, if you are being silent for too long, this is your reminder. Don't abandon yourself trying to hold on to relationships. Don't shrink your voice just to keep peace. Because the longer you ignore your own emotional needs, the easier it becomes to lose yourself quietly. And you deserve love that allows you to fully exist too.